Welcome back! I wanted to go ahead and try a different method of growing microgreens that I recently saw on one of those really quick craft videos that goes around on Facebook and Instagram that mentioned using a blueberry tray. So you just use that with a paper towel, and then I've got my normal jar set up. So we're going to compare how these two work. So I just had a thing of blueberries, seen the video, and I was like, I can definitely give this a shot. So you want to go ahead, you want to put a paper towel inside in the bottom. I found that folding mine into ninths worked the best. It fit my container the best. If you've got a raspberry container or a grape tomato container, something like that, you may have to fold it differently to get it to fit just right. So don't be afraid. Also, you could cut it down to size if that's an easier fit for you. After that, go ahead and mist it. I had forgotten my spray bottle, so I had to step away to grab it. But go ahead and mist it until it is soaked, which is pretty easy with a paper towel. Then you're just going to go ahead and sprinkle some seeds on top. I didn't put a ton in here because I'd never tried it this way, and I didn't want to lose the seeds because I have such good luck growing them in the mason jar. So I didn't want to sacrifice a lot to this just in case it didn't work very well. I did the same thing when I grew them in the jar for the first time. I just did a little bit of seeds just to make sure that it would work. Once they're in there, go ahead and mist them again. Having some spray bottle problems here. And if they clump into the sides like that, you can just pick them up with your finger and separate them back out. Pretty easy. But you do want to make sure that you get them all sprayed again. And then with this one, you're going to just spritz them in the morning when you rinse the ones, or when you would rinse the ones in the jar, depending on if you're doing both methods like I was, or just one. The rest I'm just going to dump right in here into the water. I do have a separate video on growing microgreens in a jar, so be sure to find that linked below. And they just sit in the jar overnight, soak up some water, drain them out, and then you rinse them daily. Not a ton of upkeep either way. So there you have the finished product of the ones on the paper towel and the jar. And they're both just going to sit overnight like this. Pretty easy peasy. All right, so time for a little bit of a comparison on these two guys. They've been growing now for 11 days, and while this did yield a good harvest, I wouldn't do it exactly the same again. These ones I already knew. I love this method. It's super easy to just slide them right out, give them a quick rinse, and throw them on your plate or into your recipe, whatever you're doing with them. This one, I need to find, pardon the weird one-handed camera stuff here, I need to find something else to put in the bottom of this because the little video clip that I had watched recommended a paper towel, but they're stuck in the paper towel. And then when you pull them out, you have little bits, of the paper towel stuck in your seeds. So it would be fine if I want to just like cut them all off and eat them that way. But if I wanted to just like pluck and harvest, this isn't the way to go. So I'm almost thinking I need just like a little piece of maybe cotton cloth or something like that that's designated to this process, that's just eventually going to become loaded with roots, but that won't come away with the plant when I try to pluck it out. So it works. It 110% worked. They're all tall. They're beautiful. They sprouted. They taste good. I did eat a couple the other day. So that definitely is a viable option if you don't have this setup and you've already eaten, some berries. Again, I wouldn't recommend a paper towel, or maybe a sturdier paper towel. I'm not sure. Something else in the bottom of that. I am trying a new method out though. I've got my microgreens seeded on top of dirt. So I just sprinkled them out. I just did this 2 days ago and there's already some little seeds in there, or little sprouts rather. Of course there's seeds, but see the little sprouts? Aren't they cute? So for the update on this one, you guys are going to have to check out some other videos, but I will let you know where those ones are. And thank you guys so much for looking at this weird comparison of microgreens with me. I love microgreens. I'm so excited for this. And I've actually just started growing fodder too for Mr. Pig. And then we're going to have that available for chickens when we get chickens later on. And I'm sprouting chia seeds. If I can sprout it, I'm going to try. So again, thank you. And I will see you guys next time.